We're now into 2025, and it's going to bring some significant changes that will impact travel worldwide. Whether you're flying domestically here in the United States or flying over to Europe or renewing your passport, it's essential to be aware of these updates in this video, and we'll break down the top 5 travel changes that you need to know for 2025 so you can be fully prepared. First up is the Real ID Act in the United States. Starting May 7th, 2025, every air traveler age 18 and older will need a Real ID compliant driver license or another acceptable form of identification such as a passport to board domestic flights here in the US. A Real ID is identified by a star in the upper right corner of your driver license, and to obtain one you need to visit your state's driver license DMV agency or whatever you call it in your state and provide documents so that you can update your driver license to have a Real ID. Don't wait until the last minute because I'm pretty sure those DMV lines are gonna get even longer when it comes to that May deadline. So make sure you update your driver license to be a Real ID. Next up, the UK is introducing something new called the Electronic Travel Authorization or ETA system. Beginning January 8th, 2025, travelers from previously visa-exempt countries, including the United States, will need to obtain an ETA before visiting the UK. The ETA is a digital authorization linked to your passport, valid for multiple trips over 2 years or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. The application process is straightforward. Apply online via the official UK government website or within the app. And if you Google UK ETA, there will be a ton of sponsored results which will either charge you extra money or steal your information or your identity. And so make sure you use the official UK app or website. And since we're on the topic of stolen identity, Aura, the sponsor of this video, can help you keep your personal data safe. Have you ever Googled yourself? Well, you probably should, because you'd be surprised how much of your personal information is out there. Aura is an all-in-one digital safety solution that helps protect your personal data, and it removes your information from data brokers' website so scammers and identity thieves can't find it and you'll have fewer spam calls. But Aura doesn't stop there. They monitor your personal data, including your social security number, and alerts you if there's a breach. And Aura even has a VPN to secure your internet connection and antivirus to block any malware, and a password manager to keep your logins safe. An all-in-one app for a low monthly fee. So stop leaving yourself vulnerable to data breaches. Go to aura.com/maxmilepoints to get a 14-day free trial and see if any of your data has been exposed. And Aura also just launched their new Are You Smarter Than a Scammer quiz. So take that quiz and see if you're as savvy as you think you are about scammers. You can go visit this URL down here, and thanks Aura for sponsoring this video. Okay, back to the UK ETA thing. When you apply in the app, you provide your necessary personal travel information and you pay the 10 British pounds. So it's something that's not free. Most applications are processed within 3 working days, but it's advisable to apply well in advance of your travel over to the UK. Without the approval of the ETA, you might be denied boarding, so make sure it's a priority when you're planning a UK trip. And so something very similar is gonna be launching for the EU called the European Travel Information and Authorization System, or ETAS. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that, but we'll call it ETAS. And this goes into effect in May 2025. No exact date yet, but travelers from visa-exempt countries, including the US, will need to obtain an ETAS authorization before visiting the Schengen area countries. The ETAS authorization is valid for multiple short-term stays of up to 90 days, and you can use it over a 3-year period or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. The application involves an online form and it costs a €7 fee, and you should expect your application to get approved pretty quickly, though it can take up to several days. This new requirement aims to enhance security and manage traveler information more effectively, so make sure you have your ETAS approval before heading to Europe to avoid any travel hiccups. Now, this next thing launched in 2024 and it's going to be continuing in 2025. Online passport renewals is now available, streamlining the process and significantly improving the process, making it easier. Instead of mailing in your renewal application, you can go complete your process entirely online through the official US Department website. Make sure you go through the official US Department website. Now, this service is only available if you're doing a regular renewal with no major changes to your name. It's a simple renewal. If you have an expired passport and don't need to change anything, then that's what the online renewal system will be for. If you have something complicated like a last name change or a correction that you need to make to your passport, then you can't do this online renewal. This service will allow for quicker processing times and the convenience of renewing from your home. And you'll still need a digital passport photo and the ability to pay electronically, but keep in mind the processing times can still take several weeks, so it's advisable to renew your passport as soon soon as you can if you have any international travel plan. So it's a good time to go check your passport to see if it's expired or not. Hopefully they roll out online passport renewals for more people in the future. And last but not least, 2025 is going to be a good year for some new air business class products as well as some new airport lounges that are opening soon. First up, American Airlines is introducing its flagship Suites business class seats, which offers privacy doors and increased personal storage. And these will debut on the Boeing 787-9 and the Airbus XLR aircraft, with retrofits planned for the Boeing 777-300ERs. Chase plans to open 2 new airport lounges in the Philadelphia and the Las Vegas airport, giving travelers a more premium option to relax before flights. Meanwhile, the American Express Centurion portfolio of lounges plans to open their Salt Lake City location in 2025. And so hopefully those don't get delayed and hopefully they open on time. Air India's new business class product on the A350 aircraft is a game changer because there's been a lot of bad reviews about Air India's business class. But hopefully this update improves that viewpoint on Air India's business class. But it's going to feature privacy doors, access for every seat, onboard humidifiers to enhance the comfort, and food flavors and upgraded linens inspired by Indian craftsmanship, an onboard bar and redesigned tableware. It all sounds good, but hopefully it all pans out and improves the business class product of Air India. And then Emirates is rolling out a revamped business class. It's kind of the same seat that they've been using for the last decade or so, but they are updating their fleet, offering a 1-to-1 configuration, removing those middle seats that they had in business class. So hopefully they start reconfiguring a lot of their planes, because having business class and having a middle seat sounds terrible, and that should not even exist. So passengers will enjoy wireless charging, personal minibars, a 4K in-flight entertainment system, a snack display area, and the seats look very similar to what they are right now with updated finishes and a new look. As of the time making this video, Emirates already launched some of these flights, and so you can see some of these flights in operation currently. So Cathay Pacific has an exciting new update on their business class. They're calling it the Aria Suite, and it's another exciting development. This new business class product currently is being installed on their Boeing 777-300 aircraft. They offer a privacy door, hidden storage, in-suite customized LED lighting, and a 24-inch 4K monitor. And these aircrafts have been in operation in Asia for some of their short-haul flights, but they're going to be launching their long-haul flights in 2025 with a new product. So hopefully they start flying to the US so some of us can experience the new Cathay Pacific business class product. So a ton of new exciting updates when it comes to business class products as well as airport lounge openings. And then also make sure you get some of those authorization forms in place if you're planning to visit the UK or the EU. It's just another thing that you have to complete, and good thing it lasts for a couple of years. Do it now so that you don't have to worry about it for the next couple of years, and then put a reminder in your calendar to re-up those authorization forms in the future. That way you won't run into any travel hiccups in the future whenever you're traveling over to Europe. Comment below if you have any questions. Thanks Aura for sponsoring today's video. Go check out the link down in the description for Aura. Remember, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching this far, and I'll see you guys in the next one.